Oh geez, I don't have an intro ready. Welcome back to this. The story, what's happening? We are rescuing the queen because it seems like we're a little bit late. They have taken her hostage, as you can see. And yeah, we're just gonna rescue the heck out of her. Out of the queen, and whoever's there with her, you know, whoever happens to be caught in our rescuing area of effect. Video game talk. Yay. I love that little gag with Obi-Wan, like, struggling to open his lightsaber. Like, honestly, if that was in the actual Phantom Menace, that would, A, not be too out of place with how goofy that movie is, and B, be a vast improvement over that actual scene. So, we have now taken control of Queen Amidala. She is the ruler of this planet, and we were supposed... Well, we did technically rescue her, but we kind of just left her on her own. This did not happen in the movie, but we need to change up the gameplay a little bit. So we are now playing as Queen Amidala, who does not have a lightsaber, who cannot jump super high or use the Force. She just has a blaster, and that's about it. Blasters are obviously ranged weapons, and you know, so they have their uses, even though Jedi can technically reflect these blaster bolts. Deflect, sorry. They just hold up mirrors and just use that in combat. That would be amazing. Star Wars would be so much better if the Jedi used mirrors. We gotta shoot this in order to progress, but let's actually not do that progression thing, because look, there's a painting or something. Is that meant to be a painting? Pixel art of Queen Amidala that it looks like we can manipulate with the Force, but we don't have the Force. Queen Amidala is sadly not Force sensitive because she already has an amazing fashion sense. What does she need a Force sense for, you know? Like, for real. Queen Amidala has the most insane, like, fashion style. It's great. Whoever did the wardrobe for Queen Amidala in the Phantom Menace honestly deserved a raise. I don't care how much they got paid on that billion-dollar project. You know, that giant Hollywood movie that probably had a humongous budget. They needed to be paid more, probably. And here's another traffic light. I'm totally calling them that from now on. I love that Queen Amidala can just slap enemies. Like, Jar Jar Binks has no way of attacking people. There are several characters in this game. By the way, these two characters have the exact same abilities, if you were wondering. Mr. Captain Pancake over here. He is functionally the same character as Queen Amidala, except obviously a lot less fashionable. This is a target. Shoot the target. Stuff happens. That is the entirety of that mechanic right there. By the way, what I'm doing right now is how I usually play LEGO Star Wars. I just, like, grab every stud to, you know, just do everything I possibly can in a level. I always get True Jedi. It's just my way of relaxing, you know? Like, it's a good way to unwind, you know, to have that satisfaction of just collecting everything sometimes. But this is a professional playthrough of the internet, gosh darn it. I gotta be speedy. We're actually getting pretty close to the end of the level, and that True Jedi meter isn't yeah, I think I'm just gonna give up on that True Jedi meter. There's no way I'm going to fill that up by the end of the level, so forget it. Also, you can look at how far down that is. Like, honestly, the environments in this game look amazing. Like, they did not have to put that much attention to detail in that particular background. Like, I've never really stopped on this bridge to sort of look at what's going on over there, but that's awesome. Look at the birds! Oh my gosh, I... Never mind, immersion ruined. Look at that. Anyway, let's kill all these battle droids by slapping them. How else we do it? That's what I was talking about earlier, slapping. There's really nothing to say about that. I don't know why I thought I had more to say about the slapping mechanics in this game. They're pretty good, 7 out of 10. Pretty satisfying slaps. The slapping sound effect is actually great. More battle droids. See, like, the combat is basically, if you're a Jedi, then just use your lightsaber. If you're a gun person, then just shoot him in the face. And that's the entire, that's the combat of LEGO Star Wars, explained in 5 seconds. And that is the exit to the level. I know it doesn't look like it because it's like a cage. It's got this weird cage around it, but we can actually break that cage. And once we fall down that hole over there, the level is over. I'm very good at this game. Like, this is a very easy game. When you die, when you run out of hearts, then you just lose a couple of your studs and then regenerate and then respawn like 2 seconds later. So there is virtually no penalty for dying unless you fall. If I were to just jump down this gap here, you know what? I'll demonstrate since I'm not getting true Jedi anyway. My studs just fall down that infinite hole, and I'm never getting them back. So don't do that, you know, try to avoid falling into a pit like that, but otherwise, death is relatively consequence-free in LEGO Star Wars. This is the hole that finishes the level. I have nothing else I want to do. Hole, please save me from my lack of imagination and commentary skills. There we go, the end of the level. So I guess I'm gonna play all the cutscenes in full despite all the constant editing I'm doing to, like, you know, avoid lulls in conversation and whatnot. Conversation. That's the thing about doing a solo Let's Play. You gotta have a conversation by yourself. Do you have any idea how hard it is to have a conversation by yourself? To carry a train of thought from point A to point B without getting lost, without someone there to bounce off your idea and offer new ideas, so the rate of conversation, the flow of conversation maintains its current velocity. More like Stammerhead, am I right? But yeah, that's the end of that level. The next one is actually a pretty cool one, a very short one. The next episode is not going to be terribly long, but I hope you look forward to it nonetheless. I know I do. So join me next time in this... I don't have an outro yet. Join me next time in LEGO Star Wars.